And what I want to cover is kind of like an experiment that I'm going to be doing, and I want you ladies to really take serious and give it a shot. Now, this experiment is kind of about affirmations, right? We know what affirmations are. Maybe you've used them, or maybe you've just seen people do them online or whatever. It's the stuff where you stare in the mirror and you say, "You're beautiful, you're worthy, you're X, Y, and Z." You just speak positively to yourself, right? And it's kind of along the lines of manifesting, right? If we say it enough, we'll believe it and it will come true, right? But here's the deal. If you stare in the mirror and you say, "I'm losing weight," and that's all you do, are you going to lose weight? Probably not. So, if you are somebody who is really all about manifestation or affirmations and you've been trying them and you notice, you know what, they're not working like everybody says they should be, or I don't know what I'm missing. Um Here's the experiment that I want you to try, right? Because you can't, if you say I'm healthy, I'm rich, I'm abundant, if you say all these wonderful positive things, yes, you're trying to associate them with your character and you're trying to speak them into existence, and there's nothing wrong with trying to do that. However, guess what? Your body, your cells know you are lying, okay? Fake it till you make it has application and it has merit. But at some point, you surpass it. And how long can you fake it until you haven't made it? And you're wondering, okay, when am I actually going to make it? Right? And it doesn't even have to be in health or weight loss. It can be in any area you're looking for: marriage, career, kids, anything like that. So when you say these affirmations, right, which you should, your body knows when you're lying, right? If you're staring in the mirror and saying, "I'm vibrant, I'm healthy," yet you're dragging your butt out of bed every day, hitting snooze 3 times, you're crashing at 2 p.m., your body knows that you are lying. Your cells can tell that you are lying because of the energy in which you said the affirmation. Even if you said it with positive, excited energy, in the back of your subconscious mind, you know that it wasn't true. So there's something lacking in the way that you are saying it. So, what do? You have to teach your body, and this is the experiment I want you to try. You have to teach your body emotionally what it feels like to already be in your future. Your body needs to emotionally know what your future is going to feel like before you're actually there, before it's been manifested in the physical reality. So, what does that mean? That means you need to sit and actually fantasize about the future you, the future life. So if your goal is to lose 30 pounds, let's say, why? Okay. Now here's the deal. We tend to intellectualize our goal. We say why instead of feel why. Or when we start to say it, it does bring up the feeling, and we get excited about, wearing new clothes, liking your reflection in the mirror, going on a beach day, finally being comfortable in a damn bathing suit without wearing a big, baggy, soaking sweatshirt in the pool. Because, oh, I don't want to burn. Wrong, liar. I can say that because that's what I did. But the thing is, you need to fantasize about your body, right? And you get excited when you talk about your why. However, we normally stop after we answer the question, right? And then those feelings go away. So we have not memorized and emotionally lived the future we are after. Because if that future is not here yet, you don't have to wait for it to enjoy it. Did you hear that? You do not have to wait for that future you've been envisioning to enjoy what you think that future is going to bring. If you actually want it to come faster, you must start to emotionally repeat and play and fantasize about what it would actually be. So that requires you to take actual time aside to do this. Okay? It can't just be you speaking affirmations really quickly or answering the question, "Why am I doing this?" and then stopping when you're done answering it. Or even getting excited over a recent win, like your pants getting looser or the scale going down. That is not enough, and that is not you living in future you's shoes. Right? So teach your body emotionally how it's going to feel when you get there. Because then you can live the future in the present. And then before you even know it, they've melded into one. That is how you make affirmations and manifesting this positivity actually start to make sense and actually start to come into realities, right? When you do this, when you practice, when you fantasize, I want you to sit, close your eyes, and think about, okay, what do I look like? How do my thighs change? How do my arms look in a tank top? Right? How does my belly look when I reach up on the high shelf and my shirt rides up? Right? Are there little lines on my belly? Right? What's my new style going to be? Would I wear less makeup because I'm more confident? Would I wear my hair up more because I'm not trying to overcompensate? Right? Like what exactly is, how do I wake up? How do I react to fighting with my husband? How do I react to stressful situations at work? How do I wake up the morning of a beach day and then go live that beach day in your head? I wake up, I get excited, I'm not bloated. I pick a bathing suit out of the drawer without even having to try it on because I know I'm going to look good. I pack my bags and I'm excited to go in the water instead of, dreading having to take my clothes off. I'm not worried about where the towel is because I don't need to wrap myself in it. Like actually play out your day. You wake up, what do you do next? And what do you do next? And how does doing that make you feel? And how are you looking when you're doing this? If you don't go into the details, your cells don't feel it. You're not convincing your cells. Because if you can reach the emotional state that future you has before you reach future you have now become future you. And all you got to wait for is your current reality to catch up. You will always be chasing that future you until you do this. This is the experiment I want you to try. Okay? If you do not manifest how you will feel, physical reality will never catch up because the physical reality keeps giving you with what you're thinking, what you're talking about, what your actions are today. Okay? And we cannot start, nothing changes if nothing changes. So if we're not changing our emotional state, how do we expect the world around us to change? Right? It needs to happen internally before externally follows. Right? You made the decision to lose weight before you started to lose weight. So with that logic, this is your next step. This is your next step. Take fantasizing to a whole nother level. So experiment one is sitting down and emotionally mimicking how you think future you looks, feels, and goes about a beach day. Getting ready to go to a friend's wedding. Getting ready to go on vacation with your husband. Going to graduation and taking pictures at your kid's graduation and being proud of the pictures. Play out every single day that you could think. What does a boring Saturday look like? Lounging around in a cute sweatpants suit that you love and you feel cute in, and because you feel good, you go do more. You're more patient. You're setting a good example. What does your daughter's future look like when your future looks like that? So really go into details and just have fun kind of playing house in your head. Okay, that's step one of the experiment. And I'll be doing this with you guys too. I want to really, really test this theory out. I've just kind of recently discovered it and it's been pretty amazing. So when you gotta go full force and really put your effort behind it, I'm excited to see it really unlock. So that's number one. Step number two is before bed or when you wake up or when you have a moment to yourself, you need to practice gratitude more. Now, everybody says this, and duh, of course, being more thankful just makes life better, right? But why? Why? Well, let me give you a why because this will make way more sense. If you practice being grateful, so if you just say thank you for everything that comes your way, if you say thank you for the life that you've been given, your family, your health, your body, when you say thank you for things, inherently, you are saying that you were given things, right? You had to have been given something to be grateful for it, right? So gratitude is the ultimate state of receiving because you are acting like you've already been given something. And so you act in accordance. I heard this Instagram reel and it was like, if you won the lottery for $10 million and you knew that you were going to get $10 million 1 month from now, it was going to hit your account in 1 month. They just needed to do, the taxes. They needed to finalize it, check your lottery ticket, and it was going to hit your account in 1 month, would you not live differently the next 4 weeks knowing that you got $10 million hitting your account? You'd live differently, wouldn't you? And I'm not even talking on the financial side, although of course we'll go buy that cottage, we'll go buy that boat, whatever. But you will act different, right? You're not going to think about money when you swipe your card. You're not going to think about experiences. You'd pre-book that trip. You'd walk with your chest held high. You'd sigh a sigh of relief because you don't have to worry about money. You'd walk different, knowing that it's coming, because there's no shadow of a doubt that that's coming. Well, guess what? If you do that with future you, the same thing will happen. If you knew you couldn't not reach your goal, you would act differently today, wouldn't you? You would. You would. If you knew that you're about to be 120 pounds soon, you'd actually just not worry about showing your belly off today. You'd be like, it's about to be gone. You wouldn't worry if that dress fit you funny or was a little tight. You'd put it on because you'd be like, oh, damn, I can't wait to see what I'm going to look like in 2 months from now in this dress. Right? So the gratitude gets you one step closer because it is signaling your cells and the universe and then the energy around you that you have been receiving and you will receive and you will continue to receive and you're going to get there. So gratitude is very important. And I know you're thankful. I'm thankful, but I know that I forget to recap my thankfulness. You know, after a busy day, you kind of just want to just be a zombie and scroll and pass out, right? I'm totally guilty of that too. But if we skip the gratitude, we're not putting our minds in the state of receiving. And then guess what? When you're not in the state of receiving, you just won't receive, right? So that's the second step of this experiment, okay? Now, step number 3 in this experiment is just become more aware. We get caught up in the hustle and bustle of your to-do list, making it through your day, getting everything done. Oh, I didn't do this. Crap, I forgot about this. And then we are exhausted when we lay down. And it was go, go, go. We were pissed off at the past because we forgot to do things or we didn't get this done. And then we're already thinking about what needs to get done tomorrow, right? And it's like, when do you ever get to enjoy the moment that you're in? When do you ever get to enjoy being alive, smelling the fresh air, hearing the birds, wiggling your toes in the grass? That's what we're doing this for. Did you forget why we had the to-do list? To keep our family alive, to enjoy them. But yet we focus on the keeping them alive part so much that we forget to enjoy them or enjoy it or enjoy the fruits of your labor. The only reason you're laboring is to enjoy the fruits, but yet when do we do that? We keep extending it. I'll rest when. I'll take a break when. I'll go on vacation when. I'll wear that dress when. When? One day you're going to wake up dead and all the whens are gone. You missed your chance. That just got morbid real quick. So what you need to do is create time where you can be aware and alone and quiet in the space that you're in. Whether you're, taking 2 minutes at lunch sitting on a toilet at your work, right? Going on a 5-minute walk at the end of the day. 2 minutes at the end of a workout, just pausing and being still. If you can be present in the moment, focus on your breathing, pay attention to the space around, analyze the walls, the color of the wall. Does the trim need to be cleaned, right? If you're looking just in the moment, look around and observe. You now have blurred out the past, you've blurred out the future, and all that matters is that second. And then every second that comes after that, one at a time. When's the last time you can say you're truly present? That's a lot of the reasons that we fail on our weight loss journeys because we try to rush the destination. And there's nothing wrong with rushing because you can absolutely see quick results. But if you're rushing to the destination, we are thinking the destination is better than the present. And you won't enjoy the destination if you don't enjoy your present because that destination will become your new present, but you still have the habit of rushing the destination because you're always going to have a new goal. And you're always going to rush that next goal because you always think it's better, better, better than now. But now could be the only now you ever get. And now is not that bad. And I bet there are a million people that would trade you for your now. Seriously. Seriously. So, experiment, recap. Number one, you have to fantasize and teach your body emotionally what it feels like to be future you. Emotions, emotions, no more logically talking through it. Fantasize, close your eyes, go through that whole image in your day multiple times again and again every day. Okay? Second thing, gratitude. Okay? You're not going to receive anything, any gifts, any goals, any results unless you practice gratitude to say, oh, I've been getting stuff already. I'm going to keep getting things. And then lastly, you got to create space so you can enjoy the moment you are in so that when you reach your goal, you can actually enjoy it instead of zooming past it, trying to get to the next thing. Okay? Because your mind triggers your body to respond. It starts in the mind. Your mind is going to trigger your body to physically respond to weight loss, to happiness, to reduce anxiety, whatever your physical goal is. Your mind will trigger that change. Once it starts to trigger that change, then your body will believe that change. And it will already be working on that change in the background. Right? You have to believe it to achieve it, they say. So if you practice this, in theory, as they say, your body will already be changing before you get there. Your body, your mind will already have achieved what you've been waiting for. It just needs, then it's just catch up time for reality, which is exciting because it's not if, it's just when, which is really exciting.